As the war with Iran continues, more U.S. troops are heading to the Middle East. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump claims a deal to end the war is in sight, but that sentiment is not echoed by Iran. Leigh Waldman has the latest.
Airstrikes continue in the Middle East. A residential area in Tehran was hit, according to the Iranian Red Crescent. In central Israel, at least 9 people were hurt after an Iranian missile launch, emergency officials said. In the coming days, approximately 1,000 soldiers with the Army's 82nd Airborne Division are expected to deploy to the Middle East, according to 2 sources familiar with the matter. One of the sources said the brigade will be prepared to be called upon if needed.
They're serious about conducting some kind of a ground operation in Iran. Why else would you be sending the immediate ready brigade from the 82nd Airborne?
I would not support troops going into Iran, period. No ifs, ands, or buts, but I also want to be clear that this administration, at least in talks with us, has not voiced that they want that either.
This comes as President Donald Trump says the U.S. is winning this war and is close to ending it.
I can tell you they'd like to make a deal. And who wouldn't if you were there?
The U.S. has shared a 15-point list of expectations with Iran via Pakistan, 2 regional sources told CNN, who added that among the points included are limits on Tehran's defense capability, a cessation of support for proxies, and an acknowledgement of Israel's right to exist. However, Iran's semi-official news agency Fars is reporting Iran will not accept a ceasefire and believes it would not be logical for it to enter talks with the United States, citing a source with knowledge of the diplomatic activity. I'm Leigh Waldman reporting.
Iran's government responded to the U.S. ceasefire proposal with its own conditions to end the war. According to Iranian state media, those conditions include a complete halt to, quote, aggression and assassinations on all fronts, guaranteed and clearly defined payment of war damages, a concrete plan to ensure the war does not resume, and a guarantee that Iran can exercise sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz.
The longer the war goes on, the longer the economy takes a hit. Geopolitical uncertainty and oil supply constraints are making for a concerning combination that's testing the resilience of our economy. On Live Impact News today, Virginia Tech economic expert David Beery said in the short term, there will be a lot more financial pain before we can experience any gains. He says inflation is expected to continue to go up.
America runs on petroleum, whether it's diesel, whether it's air fuel, gasoline for cars. So our transportation industry relies on petroleum, and that means price impacts in that industry will be felt throughout the economic system.
When asked if the war ended today, how long would it take for the economy to return to pre-war levels? Beery says it will take a lot longer than the length of the war, possibly a year.